Murder. Perfect. We are now safe from all the death. Woo! Dangerous! Yeah, look at him. He's so mad. And we're just gonna, this is so dark. Okay, hold on. Feel like I'm being lured to my death, but you know, I feel like that a lot, so that's probably nothing. That's the top of my head. And it means time lapse, I guess. You know, I'm being murdered. Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Skellyverse. We are outside our fantastic factory that we created in the last episode. Also, there's something here that we will get to in a moment. But when we last left off, we had built the elevator. It was a busy episode, right? We built this entire factory. We built a working elevator. We built a slime farm way over somewhere that way. But when we left off, the inside was kind of unfinished. It was just a floating platform. So let me take you in here, give you a little tour of the updated factory. A lot of the black glass we had surrounding all of our water streams has been replaced with these acacia trapdoors, which I think gives it kind of like a factory tubing tunnel pneumatic system type of look, which I like, and I will probably eventually get around to replacing the rest of the glass with this as well. But one of the reasons I did that is because I had to move this water stream. If you recall before, it went up right about here and just into a floating platform. But since we've added the second floor and we have our elevator, I decided to move it so that now the stuff flies up here. Now, but also we have finished the elevator shaft. Now, if you recall before, this was just a ridiculous floating platform that went up and down into a little thing in the sky there. But what we've done is created the shaft. Now, these blocks that the shaft is comprised of, they have to be immovable. So you could use glazed terracotta, or like I've done here, you could use furnaces. And I thought furnaces gave it kind of a neat industrial look. So that's what I went with. And I reconfigured the buttons a little bit. Can't do much about this because this has to go up, so we can't block that off. Kind of a fault in the design of this elevator, but you know, it's still good. So let's go up. There we go. And we reach the top, and we've got a little safety rail here and a button to send us back down should we need to go. But you can see things have been moved about here. This item drop-off is in the same place. It's been labeled. You put your items in here, and then let's just, for safety, since we're in the factory, we'll just put the hard hat back on. And then here, the items return. They come up here now instead of over here. We also have a bed, a little bit of storage, some lighting, and anvil. You know, nice cozy area. And you can get up here if you want to, if you promise to be safe, and view the goings-on of the factory. So I brought a little bit of iron ore, just in case you didn't see the episode where we created this factory. Go back. It's in the Skellyverse playlist, but we'll just give it a little go here. So all that should fly into there, and then it should send it out, through all the ferni, which will activate the zero-tick bamboo farm to refill everything. And then stuff is going to start trickling back in here through our new factory piping that we have installed. And we'll get all of our iron back there. So still works, didn't break it with doing any of the reconfiguring. But we have a nice catwalk up here, and we can go up and down from the elevator, and it just makes it much more pleasant to use. You don't have to climb up scaffolding or any of that stuff. But anyway, where's the rest? There we go. There's our iron. Wonderful. Took no time at all. Okay, let's go back down. So today, like I said, last episode, we did a lot of stuff, a lot of big projects, a lot of moving parts, a lot of gathering and building and such. So today we're going to take it easy a little bit, and we're just going to, it's just so dark. Okay, hold on. Back up, reverse, go back up. Here we go. Okay. Let's just take a nap here real quick. Don't want to get murdered by creatures while we go about our lives. Okay, so as I was saying, today we're going to go on a bit of an adventure. We have some things to build that is going to require us to harvest some materials, so we'll do that. But we're just going to have some fun times. Now, as I said, these have mysteriously appeared outside the factory. So each of these a sculpture, each sculpture a clue. Begin your adventure at the swamps to the southwest. A mystery is afoot. Well, we will get into that mystery here very shortly. Wow, it kind of messes up the rendering of the water. Is that all sign? Yep, that's every sign that does that. That's great. I can see Tendy's house from here. And the glorious lighthouse, which also, if you are curious and you see this lighthouse and you like it, you can find episodes related to it in the Skellyverse playlist as well. Be my guest. Check them out. Why am I so hungry? Let's take a fly. Hooray. Okay. Now, anyway, what we have to do next is go gathering, because we're going to build a couple things today in addition to screwing about in a general way. So, yes, first things first, let's go gather materials. And what we need today is terracotta. So, luckily, we have a terracotta biome somewhere in a general that way direction, pretty far away. So we're going to use the nether to get to it. So let's do that. Onwards. A lot of terracotta gathering and dyeing later. I try to gather mostly the normal terracotta so that I could dye it. But where I saw ones I knew I needed, I grabbed those as well. And I have filled up 3 project boxes. Project box number 1, project box number 2, and project box number 3 with all the materials we shall require to build our project today. And you can see the totals here of all the items via the shulker box mod that we have installed. But this feels like a good a time as any to address the bee in the room. So 1.15 is out. Yes, we know it is. However, on this server, we're running a build called Spigot. It is a modded server version of Minecraft. And because that is an offshoot of the main 1.15, it does not get updated until after 1.15 is released. So, because of that, we have to wait a week, maybe 2 weeks after 1.15 is released before we on the server here can upgrade, because we not only have to upgrade the server version, but also the mods that are installed, and then the client-side mods such as the Shaders mod, which I absolutely love and cannot stand to play without. So long story short, it's going to be a couple weeks before we get 1.15 running on the server. And additionally, I just want to make sure that everything is released and the bugs are squashed. No pun intended there. But usually in the initial builds, there'll be a few things they find that they need to fix, and we don't want to mess up the server. So to play it safe, we're going to wait a little bit. But that being said, I am very excited to get into some bee nonsense, and we will definitely do that as soon as it hits the server. But until then, I figure what we ought to do is just create our own bees. So what I'm going to do now with all this terracotta that we collected and dyed is go around the server and bee up the place, if you know what I mean. So As this is going to be a lot of work, let's go ahead and roll that time lapse. My goodness, they are so cute. Well done, Mojang. Well done indeed. We're up here on top of the factory to get a good look of this little Buzzy friend that we have. I thought this would be a good place to build the first one. Let's take a fly. Okay, I said let's take a fly. Yes, and let's check him out. Oh man, he's so cute. I cannot wait till we can have these little dudes as our friends on the server. So I had to add a little extra lighting up top just so that this bee doesn't spawn any. Oh, a spawnable area, you say? Oh no. Okay. Well, let's try that again. The sparkling you're seeing there is from a mod. That's one of the mods I was talking about. It's a client-side mod called EternalLight, which allows us to see when something is spawnable, and that means something could have spawned right here. See those dots? Not great. You know what? Let's do this. It's like his little stinger. Oh, adorable. Okay. Oh yeah, look at him. He's got a little lit up stinger. I lit up the inside of him too because he is hollow. Obviously, this is a lot of materials. I'm not going to build him solid, but you saw that. You saw it in the time lapse. We built him up layer by layer, and here's his little wings. He's got a little antenna and little bee eyeballs. It's amazing. Okay, we're going to build a few more of these around the server. I don't know how many I'm going to build in total, but I got enough to build probably 10, maybe 10 of them, which is a lot. And that did take a decent amount of time. So he's so cute. His little feet. I love him. Okay, let's go spread bee joy around other parts of the server, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, bee number 2 has been built. Let's go up and take a look at him. And as you saw, he is next to the lighthouse. I figured the lighthouse, kind of like a giant flower, right? Like it's just sticking up and it looks all pretty colors and stuff. So a giant bee would probably go and check it out like it was a flower. So we built our second bee over here, and he is a pollen variety. We'll learn more about this as we get into 1.15, but bees can collect pollen from flowers, and when they do, they get the pollen all over their cute little butts. So I figured, you know, with the lighthouse being a giant flower, he probably would have picked up some pollen from there, and then he's headed back to his little bee area. Oh goodness. Okay. So you can see he's got kind of a pollen cloud coming off of him on the side here. And I think that's just even more adorable. Look at him. He loves pollen. Can't get enough of it. Okay. So bee number 2 is done, completed. He has been completed. Let's go build another one. And I think the third one's probably the last one that I'm going to record because I only have 3 varieties of bee. We got the normal bee over here by the factory. We have the pollen bee over here by the lighthouse. And the third bee, which we shall get to right now. That's right. Time for yet another time lapse. Yep. Ooh, dangerous. Okay. Let's go ahead and head to the third location. All right, we are done with bee build number 3, and we are here in the slime AFK hut. You can see our bee, he's up there. He is the mad variety. We'll go out and get a better look at him in just a moment. Don't know why he's mad. I wanted to make a mad bee. In 1.15, if you harass the bees, they get mad, and then they'll try and sting you and murder you to death. So I don't recommend you make them mad. Plus, they're real cute. Why would you want to mess with them? Anyway, but when they're mad, they're actually even still cute. So I made him as a bouncy bed. I made him as a mad guy, and he's just gonna flap above here, being very, very cross at this village. Maybe he disagrees with our factory farming methods we're using for the slimes down here. But yeah, if you don't know what this hut is, check the playlist. I believe the last episode when we did the factory and everything, we also created this slime hut in the slime farm, which is down there. Since then, I have gone through and done a little bit more shedazzling to this place. It looks a little nicer than it did last time. Let's go downstairs. Down here, added in some extra slime, did some terraforming, added a little garden, redid some of the roof and that type of stuff. Also added some vats of slime back here because, if we are slime farmers, we should start stocking up the slime. Whee! That's pretty fun. But now also we have a bee. So let's take a fly and take a look at him. You can see his stinger is red because he's very, very mad. And he has very cross bee eyes. I love him so much. Let's land on this weird roof. Ow! Oh yeah, I still have the light level mod running just because I didn't want any spawnable areas on our bee friend, which actually I am surprised there are spawnable areas up here. So I could add torches, I guess. Looks kind of ugly. But you know what? I don't care because this slime hut is nothing if not ugly. There we go. Perfect. We are now safe from all the death. Yeah, so that is bee number 3. So we have all 3 designs. We got normal bee, we have pollen bee, and we have anger bee. That's 3 out of the 10 or so that I believe I can build with the materials I had the time to farm. I'm not going to time lapse the other ones. It'll just be quicker to just build them without having to set any of that up. So I'm going to go do that at various places around the server, and then we will come back for a grand tour of Buzzy Bees. Be right back. Okay, the bee building is complete. I built a total of, I don't even remember bees, but all of the stuff that we had is down to just this. So that's a lot. So let's pick up our project boxes and let us go on an adventure. So cool, man. Elevators are awesome. I kind of want to put a path up to the roof from inside, and maybe that would mean building another elevator over here, one that goes all the way up to the roof or something. I don't know. We'd have to reconfigure some stuff to make that happen. But first things first, let's look at our new bees. Some bees I also built over here. There we go. We now have a pollen bee and another normal bee over here by the factory. So these guys are kind of scouting around, and this guy's coming back to the home nest with some pollen on his butt. It's so cute. Yeah, so they got friends, and those are the guys that we got over here on the island. So, yeah, we have a happy bee family over here having a great time. And then we got our guy over there, too, by the lighthouse. But let's check this out, because I believe this may send us in a direction towards some more of our bees that we have created. So each of these a sculpture, each sculpture a clue. Begin your adventure at the swamps to the southwest. Southwest is this way. Okay. I'm not aware of a swamp in this direction, but let's go check it out. Okay, yeah, there is a swamp this way. I forgot about it. There's a little beacon, and this actually leads us to coin-operated Rob's Desert Village, which, as you can see, we have added one angry bee and one pollen bee. So this guy, he's just collected something from the village, and that dude, I don't know, he's mad. Maybe because of all the enslaved villagers. I'm not really sure. I'm not up on bee politics. But anyway, I think our first clue is meant to be around here. So what I'm thinking is, since the first block was black and kind of Enderman looking, there may be a clue near this guy, which there is a landing pad now, which we know means there's something afoot, and we have some signs. The Omega Man, this way, and a Z -153. That seems important. Let me write that down. X and Y, void. You'll never get there. 353. Okay, good. Very good, very fine. This way. Okay, here's another landing pad near the swamp. And it looks like we got us an old slimy boy, which we have recently been murdering in mass quantities. He has guts made out of sea pickles. That's kind of gross. That looks really cool in glass, actually. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Aha, there is also a sign. Show me a sign. X132. Okay, that's what I thought. Let me write that down. Well, we know about this guy. He is a question mark box, which we will get to at a later date, I promise. And we know about our bee with a cute little pollen butt. And the third block was Netherrack, which makes me think of, oh god, rockets, this Kago demon and his Netherrack looking body, which is amazing. And here is another sign. Y68. Okay, so that gives us a full set of coordinates. X132, Y68, Z -354. Okay, let's go to those coordinates. Right around here. Okay, somewhere in this region. Guessing it has to do with this weird formation here. Oh, Lord. Oh, this could be dangerous. Okay. Feel like I'm being lured to my death, but, you know, I feel like that a lot, so that's probably nothing. Over here, and then down. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna die, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna die. However, I have found the entrance. Welcome to the hidden library of the Skellyverse. No way, I didn't know we had a hidden library. Front desk, come here for checkouts. Oh boy, look at all these books. I could be the smartest man on the server. What's in this book? So, you found this hidden library. Good job. It's part of the old ruins that are probably destroyed by now. I built this library, but if you this I failed. Under this library is a sea cavern, a fellow adventurer. Along the way, his name was, what was it? Oh yes, his name was Skellytone. he made magnificent builds. And a savannah village actually not far from here. And I have also fought pillagers. Man, haven't we all? It was hard, but I had fun the entire time. Several blank. This book has to stay in my library. Okay, blank, 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 blank. Coin-operated Ben, which is Rob's son, Ben, who also plays on the server using Rob's account. Wow, that is cool. Check that biz out. Okay, great. Okay, another mystery with Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern indeed. Okay, let me write down mystery number 2. Okay, got that all written down. And yeah, I would like to check out a book, but maybe I'll come back for that later. Aha, here we are. I'm being murdered. Okay, hold on. Gotta kill some stuff real quick here. Murder you. Murder this guy over here. Make sure he's really good and murdered. Okay, great. I've committed to class 1000 felony. Great. Skeleton, die. No, die. Haha, suck it. Okay, I believe this is what we were meant to find. It appears to be a gigantic jack-o'-lantern, which, wow, he is a large fella. Hyrulean sword? Oh, snap. Oh, where's some fools I can mess up? Get over here. Get messed up. You know that sound if you play Legend of Zelda when you get a sword and it's like he holds it up above his head? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I hear somebody. Okay. Wow. Can you get inside this guy's brain? Can I just like climb around in his head? I suppose not. He looks solid. Damn. He made a mess when he landed here from outer space, which is, I assume, where he's from. He's from space, and he landed here, crashed through like a meteor type of guy. Aha, someone to mess up with my sword. Damn. This thing packs a punch, buddy. That dude got jacked up. No chance. Well, that was a very fine mystery, and I now feel more equipped to take on the forces of evil. Now that Jack here has granted me the power of the Hyrulean sword. And thank you, Coin Operator Rob and Ben, for that wonderful mystery. Okay, so this is actually kind of like right by spawn, which I didn't know because I'm bad at directions. But anyway, we were actually just over here. This is the final place I wanted to show you guys. I built a bee over here pollinating in this field that Felix the Brett made. And we haven't been here in a while, and I keep meaning to do this hedge maze. I just haven't got around to it yet. Oh, it's gonna break. But also, there have been some developments since we have last seen this area. Some more Squidmans, which is great. This is gonna make me so filled with rage. I'm just putting it off, but I will do it. I'll complete this maze. Just you wait and see. But yeah, we got a chicken here diving in the diving board. We got this man who's just fantastic. I love his face. We'll come over here later and we'll take a good look around. But I wanted to show you this ridiculous, gigantic pyramid that Felix the Brett made. I put some bees up here and they're a little mad. They're mad that this pyramid is destroying their natural habitat. So that's why they're over here swarming around it. And hopefully, you know, maybe Brett can plant a rooftop garden up here to appease these angry bees. And maybe they'll turn into less angry bees. Also, there's a sports event occurring. The home team has 1 sports point. I know things. I know about sports. Anyway, okay, well, that is all the time that I have for today. So, subscribe if you would like to be notified every time I post an episode such as the one that you just enjoyed. And if you want to leave a comment, I try to respond to every single one. I really need to head back before these break, so I'm going to do that, but I will catch you all in the next episode. So, until then, peace out.